All right, let's see. You had another one that you wanted to look at. HPQ. All right, you want to take a look at that one? So let me clean this one up. All right, got that all cleaned up. Let me get rid of this box here. Let's see. Let me get back here. Get rid of our box. I call these little bird cages here. Well, actually, I call that like a bird condominium, because if I'm looking at a chop range right here, I would draw a chop or chop box around that and call that a bird cage right there. This is a level up. This is an area of resistance up here. And this is what that means, is that whenever you see this kind of up, there's an oversupply of the stock up here, and the buyers have bought it all the way up here, but they're not willing to pay any more for it. And so it kind of like oversupplies. And then in order to create liquidity, they start selling it off. The sellers step up and they start taking profits, and they drive the price down. It comes back down, and then buyers will say, okay, I'm ready to buy it some more. And they'll buy it at the lower price. This is what we try and do: buy low, sell high. And it's a supply and demand type theory going on here. And see, everybody wants to buy it, so buy. It comes back up, but it gets back up to this level, and it's like, no, I don't want it anymore. I'm gonna take my profits, and it comes back down. And then at some point, these algos can kick in. They'll start selling it, and it'll drive it on down. Let's see. You like the explanations in real time? Best way to think about why or why not a chart looks good. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I do. Whenever I look at something, I just tear it apart, and it's like, what is it really doing? What does it look like? There's a different perspective from day trading to swing trading, like that. A lot of the theory and a lot of the methodology is identical. It's just on a shorter time frame for day trading. And so, because everything that Michael teaches applies to swing trading and to day trading and to longer term investing, for even wealth management type stuff. So I mean, you can trade stocks for months, and I like that, and use like a daily chart to swing trade them, for longer periods. You can also do a 1 minute chart, to trade, day trade or whatever. Okay, well, I'm glad you like that, Lily Rose. Let's look at your other chart that you wanted to talk about. I'm gonna hang with you guys for a while, so I mean, this is pretty good. This is good for me too, to walk through this stuff. And I don't want that. Let's see. Let me just get here. Let's see. HPQ. What is this? Is that Hewlett Packard? I can't see. HPC. I can't see what that. It is Hewlett Packard. Okay. I do like Hewlett Packard as a company and products. I've got a Hewlett Packard calculator that got me through college. Once you learn how to use them, they're great. They have that reverse logic and everything. You got it in your watch list? Okay. All right. Tell me, what do you like about this? What are you looking for? I think I see what you might see here. Are you looking at this to the upside? Okay. All right. We'll do the same thing that we did here. All right. All right. We got the weekly, we got the daily, and we got the hourly here. All right. First thing that I see on the weekly chart, let me blow this up just a little bit here so we get a little bit longer term. Okay. The one thing that I see, and you're probably on to this, is I see a level of support right here. Although I do see a potential problem here. So we had a green bar back here, which, if you do have this is part of the day trading screen and everything, it works on longer terms. You notice I got it on the weekly, I've got it on the daily, and I got it on the 60 minutes. So it'll work on any time frame because it calculates based on the price action. And gives you these, but it just helps identify these high points and low points, and where potential, whenever you get a red bar, it's like, okay, we've had a peak right here and we're starting to get a pullback. Now it can be a full-on move to the downside, or it can just be a little short-term pullback like it was right here. And then it pulled back up and then it failed. And then we got a green bar because it came down and it put in like a, based on, I think it's like 21 bars or something like that. If it sees that this is a new low point right here and a reversal, so it's looking at this candle right here, and you got a higher point for that. If that is a new low based on the time, the candle time count criteria, then it will give you a green bar. And they'll say, okay, it's probably going to move up because we're getting a reversal price action movement here. Doesn't mean it's going to, full on move to the upside. It's just going to move that, let you know that price is going to move back a little bit. High probability that price is moving up for a little bit. And then you look at other indicators to see if you're going to get follow through and just watch price action. But the thing that I see is we've come down, we put in this low, we bounced off of it, came back up, came to the center of the Bollinger Bands, the 20 right here, 20 simple. And then it failed, but it didn't come all the way back down here. So there's some buyers that popped up right here. And actually, I could even stretch this little zone right here up to the bottom of this and just kind of incorporate that as a zone right there. See that? So price comes down into there, it bounces out, comes back to it, bounces, and it kind of hangs around there. Then it rallies a little bit. Then it kind of comes back, and now we're back inside this zone. So, but we don't have a reversal yet on the weekly chart. Now we're getting some up and down action right here on the daily chart. What's the first thing that you really see in the daily chart? Tell me what you see. There's one big thing that I see. You see green. Price action is changing. Well, okay. All right. What I see, we got this support zone down here. And we're inside it. So we have, we came down. This is the weekly chart. Let's see. Came down. We bounced up, rejected, came down, came back, pulled back a little bit, and then we rallied up. We put in a higher high right there, came back down. I mean, we're zigzagging a lot. But one of the things to really look at right now, first off, is okay, Bollinger Band. What is going on with? Remember the cyan line right here is the 50. That's my 50. And this right here is the 20. That's the center of the Bollinger Bands. You got a downward trajectory on the 50. Price is below the 50. We've not broken the 50. This is the 200 right here. The green is the 200. Okay. We're below that. So this has got a bearish tone to it on the weekly chart. You can see it's a downtrend. Now, overall, it's in kind of in a trading range right here. If you really look at this whole thing, it's in a trading range. And what is that trading range? Let's see. Let me get my cursor back here. You're looking at about, we'll just say 30, a high of 30 and a low of, I mean, this is a decent range here. It's almost 10 points, or it's like 9 points. So, I mean, if you got 100 shares, that's $900 right there. Or if you're doing options, yeah, I mean, there's some money potential in here. Okay, well, is the daily is this the green chart? If you look at the daily chart, what is the trend on the daily chart? Is it a green chart? What the trend is down. Okay, exactly. So we came down, we hit this level of support, we came up to the 50, we failed, and we're in a downtrend. So yeah, we've got some green candles, but what are they doing? It's coming down and it's pulling back to the 8. down, pulling back to the 8, down, pulling back to the 8. So right now, Teddy, what are you doing? Hang on just a second. I need to do a puppy check. What are you doing? Huh? You want to know what That's it. Okay. It was puppy treat break time, so we had to get some treats. Okay, so where were we? We're looking at the trend on Hewlett Packard. Okay. So we have established that the trend is down. Okay. I'm glad you're enjoying the mental exercise and reasoning. You know, this is good for you guys. This is just as good for me because it forces me to look at the charts and walk through it. And Michael talks about this a lot of times, especially day trading and all like that. Is whenever we're learning to do this, is talk through your trades, talk through the logic, and do that. Do it out loud and get used to it. Look at what the chart's telling you, and then walk through the logic of it, and it'll help you in the long run. Develop your trading skills and your investing skills and all too. So.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video from Trade With Me Now. Make sure to go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel so you make sure that you catch our next video right when it's released. Also, if you have a question or comment, please leave that in the comments section below. And of course, if you want to learn more about Trade With Me Now or join our community of profitable traders, go to tradewithmenow.com. There's also a link in the description below.